Hi, Nina. In this video, we will learn about the question bank related to language of chemistry. So, in that, we will learn how to balance the following equations. So, some equations are given in question number 9. Sorry, in question number 8, there are so many equations. We need to balance those equations. So, I will explain you few chemical equations, how to balance, and other equations you have to practice at home. So first of all, we will start with this equation. See, mercuric nitrate upon heating will decompose into mercury, NO2 gas, and oxygen. See how to balance this one. So this is not a balanced chemical equation. It is called as a skeleton equation. So now we have to balance this equation and we have to convert this equation into a stoichiometric equation. Stoichiometric equation means balanced chemical equation. So how to balance it? So we will balance this equation by using frequency number method. First of all, we have to write, in frequency number method, first of all we have to write what are the elements present in this equation. So what are the elements present in this equation? One is mercury, and another one is nitrogen, and another one is oxygen. So there are three elements in this particular equation, chemical equation. And next, after writing the number different elements, what are different elements present in this equation, next we have to write at how many places a particular element is available in this equation. See, mercury is available at 2 places. Hence, its frequency number is said to be 2. Frequency number means the number of places that particular element is available in that equation. So, frequency number, it is also called as F number. Frequency number is also called as F number. So, F number of mercury is 2, and nitrogen is also available at 2 places. Okay, the frequency number of nitrogen is also 2, and oxygen, see, oxygen is available at 3 places. The first step is what are the elements present in this equation, identification of the elements. Next, the second step is write the frequency number of all the elements. Okay, now we have to rearrange these the frequency numbers, we have to rearrange the elements according to increasing order of the frequency number. See, while arranging the elements according to increasing order of frequency number, we have to follow certain rules. First of all, we have to see which elements are present lowest frequency number. So those elements we have to write first. So here there are 2 elements, mercury and nitrogen. These 2 are having the same frequency number. If more than one element is having same frequency number, then metals should be written first. Okay, and after that metal only we have to write the non-metal. So here mercury will come first, and after mercury nitrogen is present, and after which oxygen is present. So like this we have to arrange the elements in the increasing order of frequency number. So why should we arrange? So here this arrangement, based on this arrangement only we have to balance the chemical equation. So first we have to balance the chemical equation with the element which is having the lowest frequency number. Okay, and metal with lowest frequency number and non-metal with lowest frequency number, and after that, so the other things will follow. So now we have arranged, this is what balancing order of elements. Balancing order, okay, of elements. So now that means, so we have to first balance the mercury element and after that nitrogen, and after that we have to balance oxygen. So now this is the equation. So now first we have to balance mercury. So now here towards the right side, that means towards the left side, in the reactant side there is only one mercury atom, and even in product side also there is only one mercury atom. That means this mercury atom is balanced. That means here the number of atoms present towards the reactant side should be equal to the number of atoms of that element present towards the product side. So if the element is present in a same number on both sides, then it is said to be balanced. So like that every element, so the number of atoms of each and every element should be same on both sides of the equation. That means the number of atoms towards the number of atoms of nitrogen towards the left side, that means left side means product side, should be equal to the same number of nitrogen atoms towards the right side, that means towards the product side. Okay. In the same way, the number of atoms of mercury and the number of atoms of oxygen should be same on both sides. See here, so as mercury is the first element to be balanced, so now we have to see whether the same number of atoms are present, same number of mercury atoms are present on both sides. So here one atom and here also one atom. So that means mercury is balanced. Mercury is balanced. Now we will go with the nitrogen. So how many nitrogens are there? So nitrate, how many nitrates are there? There are two nitrates. NO3 is taken twice. That means one nitrate and another nitrate. So that means there are two nitrogen atoms. So in this there are two nitrogen atoms. But here how many nitrogen atoms are there? Only one nitrogen atom is there. So now we have to balance the nitrogen atoms. We have to balance the atoms in such a way that don't write N2 here. If you write N2 here, then the formula of this substance will change. We have to balance the atom in such a way that we should not change the formula. So in order to balance this one without changing the formula, simply put 2 here before NO2. So it indicates what? 2 nitrogens and 4 oxygens. Okay. So it indicates what? One NO2 and another NO2. That means there are 2 nitrogen atoms and 4 oxygen atoms in it. So now mercury atoms are balanced and even nitrogen atoms are also balanced. Now check for the balancing of oxygen atoms. So here how many oxygen atoms are there? 6 oxygen atoms are there. So here 4 plus 2, 6 oxygen atoms. That means even oxygen is also balanced. Now this equation is said to be balanced chemical equation or else stoichiometric equation. Stoichiometric equation or else balanced chemical equation. So in this way we have to balance the chemical equation, right? So now we will learn balancing of another equation. Okay, right. Next, sodium nitrate upon heating, it decomposes and produces sodium nitrite and oxygen gas is liberated. That means this one will break down into sodium nitrate will break down or else will decompose into sodium nitrite and oxygen. 8 will become ite. Okay, nitrate will become nitrite. Sodium nitrate. In this particular equation, so there are 3 elements: sodium, nitrogen and oxygen. Okay, so the number of places this sodium is appearing is 2 places. Okay, so that means its frequency number is 2. Even nitrogen is also appearing at 2 places in the equation. Hence its frequency number is also 2. But oxygen is appearing at 3 places. Hence its frequency number is 3. Okay. So after identifying the frequency number, then we have to arrange these elements according to increasing order of the frequency number. So while arranging the elements according to increasing order of frequency number, first we have to see any element is having same frequency number. If elements have same frequency number, then we have to write the element, the metallic element with the same frequency number first. Okay. So out of sodium and nitrogen, as they are having same frequency number, so being sodium, sodium being metal, it should be written first. So that means sodium is written first, and next to sodium is nitrogen. These two are non-metals, but this is having frequency number lower frequency number. So that means nitrogen, and after which oxygen is written. So now this is the order of balancing of elements in the equation. So first of all, we have to balance the sodium atoms. So how many sodium atoms are there towards the reactant side? Only one. Towards the product also there is only one sodium. That means sodium is balanced. Next, nitrogen. So here only one nitrogen is there, and towards the product also there is one nitrogen. So nitrogen is also balanced. Then now we will check the oxygens. So how many oxygens are there towards the reactant? 3 oxygens. But towards the products there are 4 oxygens. So here 2 oxygens, here also 2. So then how to balance it? So now in this case, if any element is not balanced, then leave that element aside. Okay, leave that element aside. So accept that element if that element is appearing in elemental form. So here that oxygen is not in the elemental form, but here it is in elemental form. If any element is appearing in elemental form, and if that element is not balanced, then we have to ignore that element which is in elemental form. So here the elemental form of that element is ignored, neglected, and the rest of the thing should be multiplied with the suitable number. Okay. So now first we will try with number 2. So now simply we have to double it. So after doubling it, we will get the correct equation. So now except that means we should not include this one for doubling. Okay. So except this one, because actually in this equation oxygen is in less amount towards the reactant side. Okay, so now the same oxygen is present in the elemental form. So when the same atom is present in the elemental form, then we have to neglect that one. We have to remove that one. Removing means without considering this one. So the rest of the thing should be the rest of the equation should be double. Okay. So now after doubling it, what do we get? We'll get to 2 NaNO3, and here also 2 NaNO2. Okay, after doubling it, we will get like this. Now check for the balancing of atoms. So here 2 sodium atoms are there. 2 sodium atoms. That means again sodium is balanced. Now 2 nitrogen atoms are there. So 2 nitrogen atoms are there. So now nitrogens are also balanced. Now how many oxygens are there? 6 oxygens are there, because there are 2 NaNO3s. That means one NaNO3 and another NaNO3. That means in this there are 3 oxygen atoms, and in this also there are 3 oxygen atoms. How many oxygen atoms are there altogether? 6 oxygen atoms. That means towards the reactant side there are 6 oxygen atoms. Now towards the product side, so here there are 2 NaNO2. So one NaNO2 contains 2 oxygen atoms, and another NaNO2 also contains 2 oxygen atoms. So altogether there are 4 oxygen atoms. So here 4 and here 2, 6. That means even oxygens are also balanced. Now this is said to be balanced chemical equation, or else a stoichiometric equation. So in this way this equation can be balanced. Okay, right. Now we will see the balancing of another equation. Sodium nitrate plus sulfuric acid. Okay, so sodium nitrate and sulfuric acid. So when reaction takes place, when it is heated, when this mixture is heated, what happens? It forms a sodium sulfate and nitric acid. Okay. So now this is the chemical equation, but it is not a balanced. because here there is only one sodium atom, but here there are two sodium atoms. Okay, so that means this equation is not balanced. Now we have to balance it. So we have to balance this one by using frequency number method. So in frequency number method, first we have to identify what are the elements present in this equation. So what are the elements? One is sodium, another one is nitrogen, another one is oxygen, another one is hydrogen, and another one is sulfur. So altogether there are 5 types of elements present in it. So now after identifying the different types of elements, now we have to write the frequency number of each and every element. So frequency number means the number of places that element is available in this equation. So sodium is available here and here also. That means at 2 places. Hence its frequency number is 2. Frequency number of sodium is 2. Nitrogen, 1 place and 2nd place. So even nitrogen frequency number is also 2. Oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4 places. So oxygen is available at 4 places. Hydrogen is available at 1, 2 places. Sulfur is available at 2 places. So the first step is identification of the elements present in the equation. The second step is writing the frequency number of each and every element. And the third step is we have to arrange the elements based on increasing order of the frequency number. So now there are 4 elements which are having frequency number 2. So now we have to arrange these elements according to increasing order. So now these are sodium, nitrogen, hydrogen and oxygen. So these are the 4 elements having frequency number 2. So out of when more than one element is having same frequency number, now we have to check whether there is any metal atom or not. So here sodium is the metal atom. So if we have to write the metal atom first. So first we will write the metal atom. Now these 3 are non-metals. Nitrogen, hydrogen and sulfur are non-metals. So when non-metals having same frequency number, then we have to write the non-metal with the highest atomic number first. So out of these 3, which non-metal is having highest atomic number? Sulfur atomic number is 16, hydrogen's atomic number is 1, whereas nitrogen atomic number is 7 only. So that means we have to write sulfur first. And after writing sulfur, write nitrogen, and after writing nitrogen, hydrogen. Because these 3 should be arranged in such a way that the atom with the element with highest atomic number should be written first. Okay, and after that, the element with the less atomic number should be written. So finally, the element with the highest frequency number should be written. Okay, so that means now these elements are arranged according to increasing order of frequency number, and this order is essential for balancing of equation. Always we have to balance the equation, okay, based on this order only. Okay, so now we got an order of elements. So based on that we have to balance the equation. So first of all we have to balance this equation based on nitrogen. So we have to check whether the sodium atom. So we have to check whether the sodium atoms are same on both sides or not. So towards the reactant side there is only one sodium atom, but towards the product side there are 2 sodium atoms. Then how to balance it? We have to balance the atoms in such a way that we should not change the formula of the compound. So here if I write 2 here to balance the sodium atom, if I write 2 here, then the formula of this compound is changed. So we should not change the formula of the compound. Without changing the formula of the compound, we have to balance. So that for that purpose, here I am writing 2. Okay, now there are 2 sodium atoms. Here also there are 2 sodium atoms. That means sodium is balanced. Now check for the sulfur. So how many sulfurs are there? Only 1 sulfur. Here also 1 sulfur. Hence it is balanced. So now sulfur is also balanced. Now check for the nitrogen. So there are 2 nitrogen atoms and here only 1 nitrogen atom. Hence I will keep 2 here. So now nitrogens are also balanced. Now check hydrogens. So how many hydrogens are there? 2 hydrogens. Here also 2 hydrogens. That means hydrogens are also balanced. Now check for oxygen atoms. How many oxygen atoms are there? 6 oxygen atoms. It is not 5. 2 NaNO3s are there. Each NaNO3 contains 3 oxygens. As there are two NaNO3s, altogether there will be 6 oxygens. So 6 oxygens and 4 oxygens, 10 oxygens towards the left side, and the right side if you see, so 4 oxygens and 6 oxygens, 10. That means even oxygens are also balanced. Now this is said to be balanced chemical equation or also stoichiometric equation, right? So in this way the equations can be balanced. Now we will take another example. Okay, next sodium carbonate plus water plus carbon dioxide, okay, to form sodium hydrogen carbonate, or else it is also called as sodium bicarbonate. So this is the equation. So now it is not balanced because here 2 sodium atoms are there, only 1 sodium. So simply by looking at into this, we can easily say that it's a not balanced chemical equation. It is a skeleton equation. So now this skeleton equation should be converted into balanced chemical equations or else stoichiometric equation. So now how to convert this one? So we'll balance this one by using frequency number method. So first of all, in the frequency number method, so first we have to write what are the elements present in this equation, chemical equation. So sodium, carbon, oxygen, hydrogen. So these are the 4 elements present in this equation. Now after identifying the elements, now we have to write the frequency number of each and every element. So sodium is appearing at 2 places, hence its frequency number is 2. Carbon is appearing at 3 places, 1, 2, 3 places, hence carbon frequency number is 3. Oxygen is appearing at 1, 2, 3, 4 places. Now hydrogen is appearing at 2 places. So now these are the frequency numbers of these elements. Okay. Now after writing the frequency number, then we have to arrange these elements according to increasing order of frequency number. So sodium and nitrogen are having least frequency number, oxygen is having highest frequency number, and carbon is having intermediate frequency number. So now out of sodium and hydrogen, so which element should be arranged first? So we have to arrange the metallic element first. So here sodium is metal and hydrogen is non-metal. Okay, when metal and non-metal are having same frequency number, first we have to write the metal. Okay, now sodium metal, and after that hydrogen metal, and after that carbon will come, and after that oxygen will come. So that means this is the order of increasing order of frequency number, and this order is used for balancing the chemical equation. So now first we have to balance the sodium atoms. So 2 sodium atoms are there. Here only 1 sodium atom. Hence we have to write 2. Sodium is balanced. Now hydrogen. So how many hydrogens are there? Left side 2 hydrogen atoms. Right side also 2 hydrogen atoms. Hence it is also balanced. Okay, we have to check each and every element whether the number is same on both sides. That means towards the left side and towards the right side. Okay, towards the product side, towards the reactant side and towards the product side. If the element is present in same number, then every element we have to check. Okay, if all elements are having same number on both sides, then it is said to be balanced chemical equation. So now hydrogen is finished. Now we will check carbon. So 1 carbon, another carbon, 2 carbons are there. Here also 2 carbons are there. Hence carbon is also balanced. Now check oxygens. So 3 oxygens, 4, 2, 6 oxygens. So towards the reactants 6 oxygens, and towards the products also there are 6 oxygens. So that means each and every element is balanced now. So now this is said to be balanced chemical equation or else a stoichiometric equation. Okay. Now we will balance another equation. This is called as butane, C4H10. It is called as butane. It's a gas. Okay. So when it is reacted with oxygen, so it forms Generally, upon heating any substance, if any substance when heated in oxygen, that substance will undergo combustion. So that means combustion means burning. Okay, combustion means any heating of any substance in oxygen is said to be combustion. So during combustion process, what happens? The elements will convert into their oxides. So here carbon is there, it will convert into its oxide. So what is the oxide of carbon? Carbon dioxide. And hydrogen is also there. It also will convert into its oxide. So what is the oxide of hydrogen? Water. Water is the oxide of hydrogen. So now these elements are converted into their oxides. So now this is the equation. Okay. Now it is not a balanced chemical equation. Okay. So this equation will be given for us. Now we based this equation will be given in the exam, or else generally it will be asked. Now we have to balance it. So we will balance this by frequency number method. So first of all, we have to identify what are the elements present in it. So what are the elements present in it? Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. After identifying the elements, now we have to write the frequency numbers of all those elements. So carbon is appearing at 2 places. Hence its frequency number is 2. Hydrogen is appearing at 2 places. Its frequency number is also 2. Oxygen is appearing at 3 places. Hence its frequency number is 3. So after writing the frequency numbers of all the elements, okay, now we have to arrange the elements based on the increasing order of frequency number. So here these two are having same frequency number. Okay, so first we have to write carbon and hydrogen. Out of carbon and hydrogen, which element will appear first? So when two elements having same frequency number, we have to check whether any metallic element is present or not. So here these two are non-metals only. So when two non-metals are having same frequency number, then we have to choose the non-metal with the highest atomic number. So carbon's atomic number is 6, whereas hydrogen atomic number is only 1. So that means we have to write the element with the higher atomic number first when both elements having same frequency number. So that means carbon should be written first, and after that hydrogen, and after that oxygen. So now these are now the elements are arranged according to increasing order of frequency number. Okay. Now this order is used for balancing the equation. So first of all, we have to balance the carbon. So how many carbons are there? 4 carbons are there towards the reactants, but towards the product only 1 carbon. Hence we will put 4 here. Now after carbon, hydrogen. So there are 10 hydrogens, but here only 2 hydrogens. So what should I do? If I put 5 here, then it will become 10 hydrogens. Okay, right? Don't keep 4 already. Don't think that already 2 hydrogens are there, so I will keep 4. So now it will become 8. Okay, so we have to keep some students will mistake, or else will misunderstand, and they will write 4. So we should not write 4, we have to write 5, because 5 to 2 it will become 10, because there are 10 hydrogens here. Okay, right. So even hydrogens are also balanced. Carbon is balanced, hydrogens are also balanced. Now oxygen. So 2 oxygens are there, but here how many? So here 8 and how much? 5. 8, 5, 13. So there are 13 oxygens towards this one. That means oxygens are not balanced. See, that element is present in that particular element is present in the elemental state. If any element is not balanced, and if that element is present in the elemental state, okay, so here this oxygen is in elemental state. Here oxygen is in compound state. Here also oxygen is in compound form, but here the oxygen is in elemental form. So now we have to neglect this oxygen. So accept this oxygen. So entire thing should be multiplied with 2. Okay. So after multiplying with 2, now we will get here 2. Here it will become double. So now we will get 8, and here it will become 10. 5 to the 10. Okay. So now that means excluding this one, so our entire equation should be multiplied with 2. Now we have to, after multiplying with 2, now check for the balancing of the equation. So now we'll go with the carbons. So how many carbons are there? 8 carbons are there. Here 8 carbons, balanced. Okay. Hydrogens. How many hydrogens are there? 20 hydrogens. Here also 20 hydrogens. Even this is also balanced. Now check oxygens. So how many oxygens are there? 2. Here how many? 16 plus 10. 26. Here how much? 16 plus 10. 26. So that means if I write 13 oxygens, then 13 2s are 26. Now oxygens are also will get balanced now. So now carbons are balanced, hydrogens are balanced now. Now if I keep 13 here, even oxygens also will get balanced. Now this is the balanced chemical equation. Now oxygen is also balanced. So in this way, chemical equation can be balanced. Okay, right. Now we will learn how to write another, how to balance another equation. Okay, so we will see one more equation. MnO2 plus HCl gives rise to MnCl2 plus, okay, MnCl2 plus H2O plus Cl2. Okay, right. So this is the chemical equation. This is not a balanced chemical equation because there is only one chlorine here. There are two chlorine here. Here 2 and here 2. There are 4 chlorines. Here only one chlorine. So that means towards the reactant side only one chlorine. Towards the product side there are 4 chlorines. And hydrogens, there is only one hydrogen here, but here 2 hydrogens. So it is not a balanced chemical equation. It is a skeleton equation. Now we have to balance it. So we will balance this one by using frequency number method. So in frequency number method, first we have to identify what are the elements present in it. So what are the elements? Manganese, oxygen, hydrogen and chlorine. After identifying the elements, we have to write the F number of each and every element. So manganese is appearing at 2 places. Hence its F number is 2, frequency number is 2. Oxygen is appearing at 2 places. Its frequency number is also 2. Hydrogen is appearing at 2 places. Even its frequency number is also 2. But chlorine is appearing at 3 places. So its frequency number is 3. After writing the frequency number of all the elements, now we have to arrange these elements according to increasing order of frequency number. So these 3 elements are having same frequency number 2. That means these 3 should be arranged first. So out of these 3, which one should be arranged first for first at the beginning? So we have to check whether any metallic element is present or not. So here when metal is present, so that should be given preference. So here manganese is the metal, but these 2 are non-metals. So that means I will arrange manganese in the beginning at the first, and after that these 2 are non-metals. So when 2 non-metals are having same frequency number, then we have to write the non-metal with more atomic number. So out of these 2, which one is more atomic number? Oxygen atomic number is 8, whereas hydrogen atomic number is only 1. So that means I have to write oxygen first, and after that hydrogen. So after writing the lower frequency number, now the element with higher frequency number I will write. So at last chlorine. That means this is the order of increasing order of frequency number, and also the same order is used to balance the equation. So first of all we have to balance manganese. So how many manganese atoms are there towards the reactants? Only 1. Towards the product also there is only 1. Manganese is balanced. Now check for the oxygen atoms. How many oxygen atoms are there? 2 oxygens towards the reactant side, and towards the product side only 1 oxygen. So now I have to keep 2 here. Now 2 oxygen atoms are now oxygen is balanced. Now check hydrogens. How many hydrogens? Only 1 hydrogen. But here 4 hydrogens are there. So I will keep 4 here. That means even hydrogens are also balanced. Now check for the chlorine. So 4 chlorine atoms are there. Here 2 and here 2. 4 chlorine atoms are. So now this is finished. So now this is the balanced chemical equation. Okay. So in this way we can balance the chemical equation. So now we will learn another chemical equation. Okay, we'll see another equation. FeCl3 plus NaOH gives rise to NaCl plus FeOH taken thrice. Okay. Now we will balance this equation by using frequency number method. So identify the elements. What are the elements? Iron, chlorine, sodium, oxygen, hydrogen. Now we have to write the F numbers of each and every element. So iron is appearing at 2 places, hence its frequency number is 2. Chlorine is appearing at 2 places, its frequency number is also 2. Sodium is appearing at 2 places, 2 only. Oxygen is appearing at 2 places, hence its frequency number is also 2. Hydrogen is appearing at 2 places. Iron is appearing at 2 places. Chlorine is appearing at 2 places. Sodium is appearing at 2 places. Oxygen is appearing at 2 places. Hydrogen is also. So that means all elements are they are appearing. They are having a frequency number 2 only. Now we have to arrange these elements according to increasing order of frequency number. So when all the elements are having same frequency number, then we have to check whether there are any metal atoms in it. So here iron is a metal, sodium is also metal. So there are 2 metals. So when 2 metals are having same frequency number, then we have to write the metal atom with a more atomic number first. So iron, its atomic number is 26, whereas sodium's atomic number is 11 only. Okay, so that means iron will come first. So after writing iron only, we have to write sodium. So all other 3 are non-metals. So now metals are finished. Now non-metals with the same frequency number. Then which non-metal should be written first? So the non-metal with higher atomic number should be written first. So chlorine atomic number is 17, whereas oxygen atomic number is 8, hydrogen's atomic number is 1. So that means chlorine, as it is having higher atomic number, so it should be written first. And after that oxygen, and after that hydrogen. So in this way we have to arrange the elements according to increasing order of atomic numbers. Now this order is it is taken for balancing the equation. So now we have to balance iron first. So how many iron atoms are there towards the reactants? Only one iron atom. Even towards the product also there is only one iron atom. Hence iron is balanced. Now sodium only one sodium atom towards the reactant, and even towards the products also there is only one sodium atom. So hence sodium is also balanced. Now chlorine. So there are 3 chlorine atoms towards the reactants, but only one chlorine. So I will keep 3 here. So now chlorines are balanced. But sodium is not it's not balanced, because here after keeping 3 here sodiums have become 3, but only one sodium. Now I will keep 3 here. To balance sodium, I have kept 3 here. Okay, now irons are balanced, iron atoms are balanced, balanced element sodium is balanced, element chlorine is also balanced. Now check for oxygen. So there are 3 oxygen atoms. Here also 3 oxygen atoms. Oxygen is balanced. Hydrogens. There are 3 hydrogen atoms, and here also 3 hydrogen atoms. Even hydrogen is also balanced. So now all the elements are balanced. So when all the elements are balanced, then that equation is said to be balanced chemical equation. Okay, right. Now we will check the next equation, another equation. NaCl plus MnO2 plus H2SO4 gives rise to NaHSO4 plus MnSO4 plus H2O plus Cl2. So this is the chemical equation. It is unbalanced. It is called as skeleton equation. So now we have to balance it. So we will balance it by frequency number method. So first identify the elements present in it: sodium, chlorine, manganese, oxygen, hydrogen, sulfur. So these are the elements, and we'll write the frequency number of these elements. So sodium is appearing at 2 places, so that means 2. Chlorine is also appearing at 2 places, hence its frequency number is also 2. Manganese is appearing at 2 places, its frequency number is also 2. Oxygen is appearing at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. Hydrogen is appearing at 1, 2, 3 places. Sulfur is appearing at 1, 2 places, 3. Okay, sulfur is appearing at 3 places. Right. So after writing the frequency number of each and every element, next we have to arrange the elements according to increasing order of frequency numbers. So these three are having lowest frequency number, and oxygen is having highest frequency number, and hydrogen and sulfur, they are having intermediate frequency numbers. So first we have to arrange these elements. So now we when more than one element are having same frequency number, now we have to check, we have to write the metallic element first. So here search for the metallic element. So chlorine is a non-metal, sodium is a metal, even manganese is also metal. So when two metals having same frequency number, we have to write that metal first, which is having more atomic number. So manganese atomic number is 25, whereas sodium atomic number is 11 only. Hence we have to write manganese first, and after that sodium, and after that chlorine. Now here after 2, now 3 frequency number 3 is the highest. So now search for these two. When two elements are having same frequency number, we have to write the element metallic element first. So here out of hydrogen and sulfur, there is no, these two are non-metallic, they are not metals. So when two non-metals are having same frequency number, then we have to write the non-metal which is having higher atomic number first. Okay, so this sulfur is having higher atomic number, hence it should be written first before hydrogen. Okay, now after sulfur, hydrogen is written, and at last we will write oxygen. So now this is the order of increasing atomic frequency numbers. So based on this order only, this equation should be balanced. Okay, now first we will balance this equation based on manganese. So towards the reactants only one manganese atom, and towards the product side also there is only one manganese, hence manganese is balanced. Now check for sodium. So only one sodium atom towards the reactants, and towards the products also one sodium, hence the sodium is also balanced. Now check for chlorine. So how many chlorines are there? Only one chlorine. Here 2 chlorine atoms are there. Okay, so that means put 2 here. Now chlorines are also balanced. Now check for sulfur. Sulfur, only one sulfur atom here, but here there are 2 sulfur atoms. So now what I have to do? Simply I will keep 2 here. Okay, so now 2 sulfur atoms here and 2 sulfur atoms. So that means sulfur is also balanced. Now check for hydrogens. There are 4 hydrogens. Here 2 hydrogens, here 1 hydrogen. Okay, hydrogens are not balanced. Hydrogens are not balanced. Now check for oxygens. Okay, hydrogens are not balanced, just keep it aside. So here how much? So here 2 sodiums are there. So here I have to keep 2 here, because when chlorine is doubled, so even sodium also will double. So now to balance this sodium, I have to keep 2 here, so that 2 sodiums will become. Now hydrogens, how many? 4 hydrogens are there. Here 2 hydrogens and 2 hydrogens. That means hydrogens are also balanced. See, I have to keep 2 here, because while balancing chlorines, so before that it was only 1 chlorine. So now to balance this, I have kept 2 chlorines. So because of keeping 2 here, sodium have become double. So that means here also I have to double this sodium. So for that purpose I have to keep 2 here. Now 2 hydrogens and 2 hydrogens, 4 hydrogens. Here also 4 hydrogens. Now hydrogen is also balanced. Now check for oxygens. How many? 2 oxygens and 8. So altogether 10 oxygens are there. So here 8 8 plus here how much? 8 plus 4 12 and 13. 13 oxygens are there towards that side. And here how many? Here how many? 8 plus 2 10. So is there any mistake? Is there any mistake? See sulfurs, 2 sulfurs, 2 sulfurs. Okay. Oh, sorry. So when I keep 2 here, so sulfur number is changed. Even now sulfur number is also changed. So how many sulfurs are there? 2 here. Here 2, but here one more sulfur is there. Okay. One more sulfur is there. So by keeping 2 here, the number of sulfurs are changed. Okay, so that means, so 3 sulfurs this side and 2 sulfurs only this side. So how many? 2 sulfurs, third sulfur. So if I keep sulfur, so up to chlorine. Okay, chlorine here 2 chlorines, 2 chlorine I kept here, 2 sodiums. Okay, here if I keep 2 here, even here also 2 sodium. But sulfur, the number of sulfurs are changing. Here 2 sulfurs, 1 sulfur, third sulfur. Altogether there are 3 sulfurs. But here there are only 2 sulfurs. So or else I will keep 3 here. I will keep 3 sulfurs. 3. So now sulfurs are balanced. Sulfurs are balanced. After chlorine, sulfur is also balanced. Okay, now I have to check for hydrogens. So how many hydrogens are there? 6 hydrogens. So here 2, and if I keep here 2, then it will become 6 hydrogens. Okay, so now hydrogens are also balanced. Now check for oxygens. So how many oxygens are there? 2 plus 12, 14 oxygens. Here 2 plus 12, 14. Now here 8 for 12, 12 plus 2, 14. So now this is also balanced. Okay, so in this way, see here, after balancing of chlorine, so now there is a change in number of sodiums, because here sodium has become double. Hence I have to keep 2 here. So 2 sodiums. But sulfur number is changing. Okay, so now I mean after that means with this chlorine is balanced. So now to balance the sulfur, I have to keep 3 here. So that 2 and 1, 3 sulfurs, and here also 3. So now sulfur is also balanced. After that hydrogens 6, and here also 2 plus 4. So I have to keep 2 here. So that it will become 4 plus 2, 6. Here also 6. And finally oxygens are balanced. So in this way each and every element is balanced. Hence it is a balanced chemical equation. Okay. So if there is any confusion, just you call me so that I will clarify that your doubts. Okay. Right. Now we will see one more equation. So one more equation we will see. Ferric carbonate when reacted with the sulfuric acid H2SO4, okay, to form ferric sulfate FeSO4 taken thrice, Fe2SO4 taken thrice, okay, plus carbon dioxide plus water. Okay, right. So now this is the balanced chemical equation. See, always remember that this is an acid and this is carbonate. When acid is reacted with carbonate, generally carbon dioxide gas is released. Okay. So now Now this is not a balanced chemical equation. So we have to convert it to balanced chemical equation using frequency number method. So first identify the elements. What are the elements? Iron, carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, sulfur. After identifying the numbers, write the frequency numbers. So iron is appearing at 2 places. Its frequency number is 2. Carbon is appearing at 2 places. Its frequency number is also 2. Oxygen is appearing at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. Its frequency number is 5 because oxygen is appearing at 5 places. Now hydrogen is appearing at 2 places. Hence its frequency number is 2. Sulfur is appearing at 1, 2 places. Right. So after writing the frequency number of all elements, now we have to arrange the elements according to increasing order of frequency number. So at last oxygen will come because it is having highest frequency number, and out of these four are having same frequency number. When more than one element is having same frequency number, then we have to write the metals first. So out of these only iron is the metal, carbon, hydrogen and sulfur, these three are non-metals. So first we have to write iron. Okay, and after which, so we have to check which non-metal is having more atomic numbers. So sulfur atomic number is 16, carbon it is 6, hydrogen is only 1. So that means sulfur we have to write first, and afterwards carbon, and after that hydrogen. So now this is the order of increasing order of increasing frequency numbers. Okay. Now this order is used for balancing the equation. So now first we have to balance the equation based on iron. So first we have to balance iron atoms. So there are 2 iron atoms towards the reactants, and even towards the products also 2 iron atoms. Hence iron is balanced. Now check for sulfur. Only 1 sulfur atom is there, but here there are 3 sulfur atoms. So now put 3 here. So now sulfur is also balanced. Carbons. So 3 carbons are there, but here only 1. So I will keep 3 here. Now carbon is also balanced. Hydrogens, 6 hydrogens. If I keep 3 here, 6 hydrogens. Now hydrogens are also balanced. Next, oxygens. How many oxygens are there? 9. 9 plus 12. So altogether it is 21. Okay, 21 oxygens. Here 12 plus 6, 18 plus 3, 21. So even oxygens are also balanced. So in this way, when all the elements are balanced in this equation, then it is said to be balanced chemical equation, or else a stoichiometric equation. So in this way, we have learnt how to balance certain equations based on the frequency number method. Okay. So we will learn the other things in the next video.